And I'm on. Good morning, everybody. MacBean's got fitness here. Doing a Saturday bench day. I couldn't do my Friday bench day because I had to work a 12-hour shift Thursday night. And it was not. And just couldn't get enough rest to go in the gym and do a productive workout. So today I said I'll just come in today and do it. Usually it's the day that the wife and I go out and do stuff, but she's feeling under the weather. So I said, boom, big bench Saturday, here I come. Well, thanks for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Remember, this is about nutrition and fitness, and that's all it's about. And they having a good time. New shirt that Bastard Union sent me. They're out of California and that. They got a hold of me on my Instagram account. Said, hey, would you like one of our shirts? If you just give us a shout out. I looked at the shirt and I said, I like that shirt. I said, I will. They say some break, some bend, and others build. I liked it. That was a pretty good saying. So they sent me the shirt. It fits nice. It's one of the nicer shirts. I like it. And I do appreciate it. So a shout out to them. I did shoot over on Instagram and tell them I was going to be on a live stream. And basically today is going to be doing a lot of flat bench. Might do some accessory exercises afterwards. We'll see how I feel. But the whole thing is to get at least like one more rep on those heavy sets than I did on Tuesday. And then, of course, now because I'm doing Saturday, my bench day is either going to be Tuesday or possibly Wednesday. And then come next Saturday, I will be in Dubuque, Iowa at the UPA Nationals. And I know a few people there. Tim Allison's going to be there. He's a big, strong bencher. Nick Simmons
I need to renew my membership.
Is going to be there in my weight and age class. So I have met him before, so that's going to be fun to compete with him. This is about just getting warmed up. It's like just getting the party started. It's like I almost need to start using clamps because when I record with the phone, I guess the sound doesn't travel as fast as light. I guess there's a delay, and it could be the processing on my phone. And I got a couple idiots going, oh, it must be fake because the sound don't match. Whatever the heck that would have to do with anything, I have no idea. And then I get them, the weights are different colors. You think? Somehow that's supposed to mean something. 45-pound plate, it's a 45-pound plate. So. Well, 45 pounds right on the button. It's just amazing what some people will post. So the first several sets are just getting warmed up and getting myself ready for the heavier sets. I got some of my birthday presents from my daughters. Sent me a new gym bag. So now I'm a professional, except maybe for the jeans. And they also a coolie cup, which I'll probably use when summer. They have like a protein shake in. So looking forward to today. Get a good bench in. And got my new equipment. Got new jeans on. Got a new shirt on. New attitude. So once again, thanks for popping in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. I know it's Saturday. Everybody's pretty busy in that. But I figured while I'm working out, I might as well run the live stream. I better hook my power in now. Good thing I brought my cord. It's not nearly as full as my other bag because, it is over time you start accumulating extra stuff. Good. All right, there we go. Powered up now. Ain't got to worry about losing my battery power. So basically just a regular bench day today. Make me up some Imodium. Let me check here. There we go. There. Now on Instagram, I am getting a lot of requests on helping out in workouts and that. And this is what I tell them. I said, more than happy to answer questions and help you out in that. But hey, go over to my YouTube channel. That's what it's for. Hit the membership. I don't care if it's a $4 membership or the $10 one. Ignore the $25 one. That's from YouTube, and I have no control over that. I said, you can email me for any fitness advice you want. And if need to, we can video chat and talk about what your goals are. $4, $5 a month, that's a pretty good deal. So that's one advantage my members can take advantage of, is you can email me at scottishfitness@gmail.com. And I will sit down and work out a plan for you and how to work out and what sort of good nutrition is and, how important rest is and all those things. Kind of like your own little pocket personal trainer. All you got to do is shoot me an email. So with that, let's do a little bit more warm up. Let me know if the rattling seemed to correlate with everything. These people need to get a life. I'm tempted to try to do a dual live stream, and I did it one time. The cool thing is I can engage with my Instagram people at the same time. The bad thing is I can't video it and put up the shorts later unless, let me see. I don't know if you can Instagram from the computer or not. Instagram. Your friends are waiting. Continue. Oh. All right, looks like I'm on. I didn't know I could do that on the computer. Now the main thing is can I broadcast? And can I dual broadcast? Hey, Christopher, how you doing? So I'm going to. How's Peter? Hi, how we doing? Welcome to Things. So I'm going to try to see if I can dual broadcast. I doubt if I can. But it would be funny if I can Instagram and okay, that's just create post. So I don't want that. Reels. I think that's just looking at reels. Yeah, I was just looking at reels. So I don't want that. Explore, send messages. Let's see. So it doesn't look like I can. I can monitor, but I can't really do anything with it. So I'll just shut that off. Don't need that. Don't need that. And I don't need that. There we go. Less things going on, less confusion. There we go. So still warming up. My workout's really, I consider them starting at 3:15. That's when I feel that I'm really trying to push things. Once again, Christopher, check out my birthday present. Got me a new gym bag for my 2 daughters. It's got a secret pouch. I'm supposed to put my name in there. So this will probably be my travel bag. So here's my arginine. And I'm a real believer in this stuff. And I think it has a lot to do with keep me in the shape I'm in. Get everything set up here. Kids probably think I'm talking to myself, but they got their earbuds in, so they might not be hearing anything anyway. Oh, there we go. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Let me see something here. Looking for a rock pitcher. I have to have the, here we go. There we go. I don't know if this was taken out of focus or if it's just my eyes out of focus. Not sure which way it is. I wanted to send something to my brother. Here we go. See if he'll react to that or not. My brother just had a second grandson born. So he has 2 grandsons. I have 1. And he's got another child on the way. And my daughter maybe thinks says my grandson will be your grandson's Apalaki warlord. So I sent that to him. He may not know what it means. He doesn't play Fallout 3, anything like that. So he may not get it. It's kind of a joke. Kind of those inner jokes with the kids and I. Probably not, Jacob. Remember, I'm going for those reps. So I may have to refer to my list of videos. Oh God. I got my troll Jesse. He's working overtime. Oh my goodness. You know, he doesn't realize it. But he helps my channel out more than most people do. It's just so funny. So I did 365 for a triple. At 315 on the way down. 335 for reps. I think I did 7. So I think I did 7 last time. Tammy, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. So, hi Teresa. How you doing? Beaverines. I will. Unfortunately, Mom's not feeling well, so I'm going to. So what I think I might do is I might start a live here and see if I can get people directed to my channel over here. Have I started yet? Live. I think I need to hit the button though. Checking connection. Right, and I've talked about that. So, okay, so we're telling you, there we go. So I got my live going here on Instagram also. So hello everybody on Instagram. I am dueling this right now. I have my live going on my YouTube channel of the same name, MacBean Scottish Fitness, and I do have it on my Instagram of the same name. I'm gonna run this for about 10 minutes, and then when I get to the heavier sets, I will go back to exclusively to my YouTube channel because I use this camera also to record those lifts. And but you're right on that, Jacob. What I like about Instagram is when you block somebody, you can block them or any other account they make. And for some reason, YouTube don't have that. So I'm warming up here. I got here. Let me move this so we can kind of see the weights. All right. So here's where the magic happens. So I'm going to use clamps because that sound freaks everybody out. It says, "Oh, they don't sound right." So I'm going to put some clamps on, and hopefully that will help with the sound versus the video. A lot of it is just because I'm using my Android phone to make my videos. Tammy, probably just go up to 405. My real goal is at my reps of 335 and 365 to get one extra rep than what I got on Tuesday. But yeah, Jacob, you're right. If it was like Instagram, I could just make them go away. And yeah, Jack, because the Instagram video, people say the clanging of the weights doesn't match the movement. You know, even though sound travels slower than light, I figured I'd put it on there to try to minimize the clanging sound. If you check out my Instagram, there's one on there with this Sebastian troll or whatever, and he's going on and on about it. He's not the only one. I get a few of them that go on that, you know, the rattling sound. I mean, the whole bench rattles, you know. Yeah, I guess when you're at a gym with all brand new equipment with rubber coated weights, you don't hear these sounds, but this is an old school gym and we have metal weights here. So yes, for them, I'm putting them on there. So I responded, you asked for it. Now I'm gonna have this live stream run for about another 5 minutes here on Instagram, and then I'm just gonna continue on. Sorry guys.
All right.
Just gonna continue on with the one on my YouTube, which is MacBean Scottish Fitness on YouTube also. Because then I do use this phone to make those videos that everybody has come to know about. So 315, still warming up, so I'm only gonna knock a few of them out there. Then I'm gonna put 335 on there, and that's when I kind of get serious, and that's when I'm gonna switch over to the phone. So I gotta go there. 285, 290 is a powerful bench. Nothing wrong with that, Tammy. I remember when 285 was my max. You know, and I was proud of it, and he should be. Yeah, I think I was what I weighed too. I think I was around 205 or 210 back then. Yeah, I won't be that late again. So, just doing that to get warmed up for my heavier sets. Thanks everybody for joining in. Thanks here for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Especially on Saturday. Usually on Saturday I would be down in Utica enjoying Irish Fest, but Mama's feeling low. So the other noises you hear are other people in the gym working out. Because it's a gym, and I'm not the only one here. I was getting that one too. So there's one of us here working out. Also, here's a new shirt I got. Of course, it's way backwards. But when Instagram people sent me this one, it's from Bastard Union. It's abbreviated. And it says, some bend, some break, others build. So a shout out to Bastard Union. Thank you for the shirt. Yeah, my name, how you doing? Another Beaverine. Good to see you. So now we're gonna shoot at the 335, and this is when my really workout starts. So if you want to sit there and watch the workout, if you're on YouTube, oh shoot. Well, you can view it, you just won't be able to comment because of trolls. If you go ahead and subscribe, the next time you'll be able to comment. But I put that longer because I do have a reoccurring troll who makes numerous accounts. You know, like Instagram, one and done. On YouTube, they don't have that ability. So we're going to throw a 10 on each side. Real weights, old school metal weights. These were probably the in thing, probably in the 70s. I think these revolver weights, ones with the holes in them, they still weigh 45. We used those in high school. Back a long time ago. So, yeah, the only reason I'm using the clamps is so they don't freak out about the sound. That's kind of weird, but they do. So, everybody here on Instagram, we got Instagram going. Thanks for joining in. Shoot over to, here, I'll put that in comments. YouTube is the same name. MacBean Scottish Fitness. And my live stream is going concurrently at the same time. Thanks everybody for joining in and waving. Appreciate it. If you want to watch the rest of the workout, shoot over my YouTube, and or I will be posting the lifts starting with the 335 on probably tomorrow, just because my internet at home is not very good. I usually wait till I go to work and use their internet. So everybody on Instagram, thank you very much for joining in. When I finally get something else that can do this besides my phone, I thought my tablet would, but it won't. I don't know why that is. I might just hit start recording the videos on my tablet, although it's slower than my phone. Inquiring minds want to know. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. You want to do, yes. I don't know, I'm sharing. Oh, there we go. Well, my vision is getting big. Alrighty. That's Jim. There we go. We got location. I don't need to boost the post. Like how they want you to boost the post. Pay money. When you did 480, were you able to hit 225 for 30 reps? The best I've done, and that was probably around the same time as I did 33 reps at 2.25. It was probably around the same time. I was also doing, I think, 275 for 21. I was doing 315 for 17. I did 405 for like 4 or 5. Definitely, I was at the next level. I'm not at that level yet. I'm working towards it. I think I could still get there. It's just going to take more effort, which, that's okay. Effort's part of the game. It's part of the experience. It's part of the enjoyment. If it was easy, everybody would be in the gym. Okay? Everybody would be in shape if it was easy. It's not. All right? We're probably only about 3% of the population that works out regular. I mean, really. We're as rare as the military. So if you're in the gym working out, regardless of what you're doing, you're already way ahead of everybody else. And you should be proud of yourself, whether you're doing the treadmill or, doing light dumbbells or cables or whatever. As long as you're moving, you're improving, and you should be happy about that because you're already doing something that 97% of the population does not do. I mean, just look at your friend groups, not your ones that you know at the gym, but the ones you grew up with in that. Who goes to the gym? I mean, of all the people I grew up with, I probably only know about 3 of them that still work out in some way. All right. And I think sometimes we just convince ourselves. People go, I ain't got time. Okay, let's tear apart your day. Shoulder press for the longest. Yeah, but 135 is good, Jacob. There are not a lot of people that can pick up more than 80 over their head. So you're not stuck on it. You've continued to keep that rate of strength. That's what you need to look at. And you're going to get that. You're going to get that, especially when it doesn't matter if you're young, middle age, older, whatever. You're going to get those areas where you're going to get stuck on something for a while. And then you might change something up, and then all of a sudden you'll get a little bit more of a growth. It's not constantly uphill. And remember, it's what you're concentrating on. You can't concentrate 100% on every body part unless that's what you do for a living. All right, I work for a living, so I don't have 8 hours to spend in the gym, but I got 2. I got at least 2 hours to spend doing some sort of exercise. I sleep for 8. I work for 8. That leaves me 8 to do something else. All right, you can take an hour away from drive time. All right, I still got 7. All right, maybe 2 hours for cooking meals. I still got 5. Maybe an hour just to sit there and veg. I still got 4. Still got plenty of time to get stuff done. All right. Let's shut that down. Okay, so I got the 335 on here. I've already warmed up. I was live streaming on both YouTube and Instagram. And I will post this probably later on tomorrow. Unless I think I've got the signal in town to do it. I might try to get it posted today. 335, I'm going to do this for reps. So I am going to see if I can go find somebody to spot me. So I'll take another chug of my pre-workout. Hey, there you are. Yeah, Go for rub, so. I got you there, I can always go. I always get that half rub. You know you're on video and all that shit too, right? Yeah. I've had a few people there said they want to be on it. I said, nope, no problem. I got no problem with that. I was ugly. Uglier, I should say. All right, 335 for reps. Let's see how many I can get. Oh, thanks. Yep. I got that 8th one. On Tuesday, I got 7. So I feel pretty good. See the abs. Damn me, I'm a power lifter. I don't have cut abs. I have a regular stomach. I would have to diet to get abs. Yeah. Friends can get friends hurt. I ain't gonna lie. My buddies and I did some inherently stupid, dangerous things when we were younger. My guardian angel was taking good care of me. Luckily, my kids never did anything like that. Yep. I tell you, that reminds me of the meat, Jacob. And I really will get into somebody at a meet, but this father had his kid in it. And correct. And the kid was probably 13 years old. And he was pushing the kid too hard. And he told the kid to open with, 2 1/4. He didn't have it. I could tell in his warm-up, the kid at best was a 185 bencher, which is great at 13. But his dad was just on him. So, of course, he blew his opener terribly. His dad's yelling at him. And I went over and I told him, you need to calm down. Otherwise, I'm going to need to calm down. I said, you're going to ruin it for that boy. He can never want to lift with you. You're a jerk. I said, he had no ability to do that weight. All right? He's not lifting for you. He's lifting for him. I never seen the guy again in competition. And I figured he probably ruined it for his kid. Don't ever do that. I've just seen it. See the young lady go to the floor in a 315-pound squat that she obviously had no business doing, but her trainer had her open with that. He had her open with it. I had some words with him too. Well, the gym, she can do it. I said, you can hold the bar. She's doing it? Yeah. I can do it too with you holding the bar. She obviously had no business doing. She got hurt. Not permanently, but still. When my kids did sports, I told them, I said, just do the best of your potential. That's all I'm asking. I know what your potential is. And if you go out there and if you half step it, I'll let you know. But if you work your hardest, win, lose, or draw, all right, we're going to celebrate. You know, my girl played softball, and we were in the playoffs, and we played a team that had won it the last 2 years in a row. And we got beat, but we only got beat by a few runs. They were good. And as soon as I see them get out on the field, I'm like, oh, man, they did. Their coaches were better. Their athletes were better. Their training was better. But we gave them the best run for the money because they went to win state, and they skunked everybody. We were the only team that scored like 8 runs against them. Everybody else, they beat 15-0. And the girls and my daughter are crying. I said, don't cry. I said, you played a hell of a game against a far superior team, and you gave them the best game they've had all year. I said, nothing to be ashamed of. You know, the other 2 coaches were hiding. I wasn't even the coach. I had to take over because while things are falling apart, they're hiding in the dugout. I'm out in the fence telling them where they need to sit. I coached basketball, girls basketball. And one of the coaches of the higher grades, he yelled all the time. He was always yelling. And one of the parents says, you never yell at your kids. I said, no. I said, for 2 reasons. All right. There's a better way to motivate them. And if you start yelling, you have to yell all the time now. And the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to lose my voice. He goes, well, how do you discipline them? I said, I run them. If they don't listen to me, I have them run suicides. You know, if they're mispractice, I have them run suicides. All right, they learn to listen to me and they get in better shape. It's a win-win. But by the end of the year, we were beating teams that we probably wouldn't have beaten in the beginning of the year. You know, they said, well, let's practice plays. I said, you guys shot 17% last game. We're going to practice shots. You can have the best plays in the world, but if you can't put the ball in the basket, it's over. But I never yelled. The only people I had problems with was some of the parents of the opposing team. You know, as an AD, I had to stop one. He was going to go talk to the coach. I said, where are you going? I want to talk to the coach. I said, no, you're not. And he was a big Slav, big guy. And he's trying to push me. I said, listen, it ain't going to work out well for you. All right. He says, you're going to leave 2 ways. You're going to leave on your own, or I'm going to have the police department escort you out. Your choice. But you're not talking to the coach. He donates his time to do this. We don't pay him to do this. So he don't have to put up with you. And the guy was just a real jewel. You don't do that. You encourage the kids. I bought the best equipment I could afford for them. I sent them to special training if I felt that's what they wanted to do. Only thing I said, so once you joined the sport for that season, you finished it. There was no leaving a sport in half the season because, you know, you were mad at the coach. I said, nope. Now next year, then you decide what do you want to do. But once you give your word, then you have to do it. It's the only rule I had. And they did a lot of sports. I would have saved a lot of money if they didn't do so many sports. But it's helped them. They're more athletic than their peers. You know, my daughter, when she was in power school in the Navy, she was mad because they were just, you know, a bunch of people got together to play volleyball, and they picked her last because she was a girl. And she told me she had to start serving underhand because none of the boys could return her serve. I said, well, I believe that. I said, I can barely return your serve, and I played volleyball. But, you know, she was so mad that she, you know, aced them like 10 serves in a row and then had to go to underhand serve so, you know, they could actually play. So I told them, I said, yeah, you're far more athletic than the kids. I did enjoy it. And when I had the time to do it, I did it. And I suck at tennis. Jacob, I suck. I had a buddy who took me out to go play tennis and that. And, you know, tabletop tennis, I'm really good on. Regular tennis, nah, I'm terrible. I never put time into it either. But, yeah. I suppose I could be good at it, but it wasn't something I was interested in. I'm trying to take a little bit longer break because that kicking that 8th rep out, I know it took a lot out of me. And I want to at least get 4 on 365. That'll be my goal. Pushing that 8th one out. And that's where your development comes from. That struggle, that one that you really struggle with. That is really where you're really making your gains. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. I appreciate that. How many days a week do you bench? Twice a week. I try to do twice a week. I was planning on doing yesterday, but I worked 12 hours on Thursday. I didn't get home till 3:30 in the morning. I really didn't get to sleep till 6. I was up at 10. Yeah, I just knew I wouldn't get a quality workout in, so I said I'll kick that. I took it as a semi-rest day. I did push-ups, but you can do push-ups every day. Yeah, Jack, I'll probably throw 4 or 5 up for once. I like to do that every workout. Back in high school, 225. I understand. I was about 160 pounds in high school. I was extremely skinny. I was probably only about 4 or 5% body weight. They're not too far off, Jack, but the only thing is they don't work for me because the reason that I drop off at the lower weights is my endurance. It just isn't what it was. I'm 62 years old. I'm not 22. 22, I could run distance. So at Sheffield, no, I'm competing in Dubuque, Iowa next Saturday. Where is Sheffield? Is that in the States? So what it did and what really happened, Oracle 27, is I finally stopped holding myself back. I held myself back on the bench because I was 6'4", and I got, over a 6-foot wingspan. And powerlifting group. What state? You peaked around in your late 20s. Max was, well, I'll tell you, in my late 20s, my max was 285. So I don't think you peaked. Now, 150 pounds, yeah, it's a hell of a lift. That's twice your body weight. All right. I've come close to twice my body weight. I did 480 when I was at about 252 pounds. And try it again. Just go slow and steady. You actually get stronger in your 40s. I'm telling you, your endurance might suffer, but your physical strength in your 40s gets stronger. I am physically stronger than I was in my 20s and 30s. Now, my endurance, in energy levels were higher. If I could have both, yippee-ki-yay. But but if you do start back up like I did. I started back up at 135. I started noticing it at 50. Well, maybe even 55. I started noticing my endurance was suffering. I notice it more now. And so that's why I try to do the long hikes and that, and I try to keep working on it. But age is just a number. I mean, it's a number that can affect you. You can sell yourself into that age, or you can sell yourself into to what you can do yourself. It really is. So, 60, 225 for 20 reps is awesome. It is. I mean, how many people can do 225 at our age? I mean, really can't. And repping it for 20, to be honest with you, means you at least got probably a 365 bench if you went for it. But they didn't let you go. And that's all right, probably because if you got hurt, they might get sued. 375 is a huge bench. It really is. My goal is to stay in the 405 or above as long as I can. So when people say this is amazing, you got to understand I've been benching 405 twice a week since I was 44 years old. So for 18 years, I've been benching this weight. So for me, it's just my everyday thing I should do. I understand for other people, it's like, holy crap, what is that? So appreciate the thumbs up, everybody. And and I appreciate that too. I mean, I just don't settle to be mediocre. Yeah, I'd like to get to 500. We'll see. It won't be the end of the world if I don't, but we'll see how the year goes. What I want to do is I would like to get to 472 and take the number one spot in 2 weight groups. If I get there, then I'll be really happy. But this is the way I can get here. I just had to get back to basics. So saying that, I think I've rusted enough. Yeah, 5 plates, I'll be impressed. Recovery takes me about a day and a half. I'm actually probably more sore at end of the first day. I can put 5 plates on there. They're just going to be 35 pounders. No idea. I'm talking to myself. I do a live stream.
Thought maybe you were making a YouTube video.
I am. Well, so I live stream it, and then I use my phone to do the major lifts, and I put them up later for like full follow on workout. So just try to motivate people to come in the gym and do something. Not necessarily what I do, but just to come and do something. I wanted it though.
Hey, got it.
That's where that development comes from.
Yeah.
All right. 365. Even dress special for me. So the ladies in the audience. They used to get off on Doc. They come in. Come on, Doc, say hello to the ladies. Ah. Oh, yeah. Probably should have took that break on the second one. Thanks.
Yep.
So I got 4, which is 1 more than I did Tuesday. So I'm on track. Whew. Probably should have tried for 5, but I'll save that for the 385 rep. Boy, feel good. Hey, Lone Wolf. Yeah, I'm not on StreamYard. Too funny. So, hey, look what the kids got me. I got my MacBean Scottish Fitness gym bag. And they're side working on that crazy old man strength. Then my daughters got me that for my birthday. And they also got me a coolie with the MacBean on it. Now I said, now I look professional, except that I'm wearing jeans. Thank you. Yeah, they're so nice. My daughters are such good kids. They always think of presents for me I'd like that I wouldn't think of myself. I think last year they got me a massage, full body massage. Oh, that was so nice. You know, year before that, they paid for the night out. So I had different places to go to, and they already had paid for my drinks and food. You know, it's always very thoughtful and very creative. They practice their creativity. And if one of them are listening, they'll get a joke of that. There's a short video of being creative. It's kind of funny. I moved my grip in because back in 2019 and early 2020, I took some damage to the pecs. So where I used to bench out here, all right, I brought it in to here, sometimes even here. And what that does is it puts more on the tricep and takes a little bit off the pecs. So I brought the grip in to protect my chest. So, you know, if you notice my older videos at 470 and 475 and 480, I have a wide grip. Thank you, appreciate it. So I brought it in. It's just one of those adjustments you have to make over time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Every Sunday, but used to be a police officer. I tell you, they're the greatest things, but that's my second massage in 20 years. First one my wife bought for me. And she worked on me for about an hour and 45 minutes. She said she never felt anybody was so tense. I said, well, boy, 3 days later, I wasn't. 3 days later, I was like, oh my God, that felt so good. She told me, says, for the first couple of days, you're going to think I beat the crap out of you. I said, but after that, I used to cramp on the bottoms of my feet at night. I mean, it'd get me out of bed. And after she did that full workout, I haven't had them since. And that was nearly 20 years ago. So, yeah, if you get a chance to get a good massage, highly recommend it. It's money well spent. So if you got the extra $800 to spend, you know, instead of blowing it on bad food and liquor or giving it away at the gambling table, you can go and get it at the massage and you'll be a happy camper. I'm definitely a believer in them. I remember I was at one meet and the young lady, when I say young, anything under 50 is young. But, you know, she's like, so where's your crew? I said, what crew? She goes, well, you're a nutritionist, you're a massage therapist, you're a physical therapist. I said, it's me. You have a crew? You guys earbuds in. So I didn't have a crew, but there are people that had crews, and that's great. I just didn't have it. That was the wigwam and a teepee, 2 tents. A dad joke. Yay. We like dad jokes here. Wish I could remember them. I don't remember them all, but some out there are fun. Funny. My diet, I eat a lot of protein, a lot of clean carbs. So, I mean, basically, eggs, I eat about 4 dozen eggs a week. Milk, I drink Fairlife milk. It's like triple filtered. It has half the sugar of regular milk, but it's got half again more protein than regular milk. So I probably drink at least a half a gallon or more of that a day. I eat, if it swims, flies, runs, or burrows, I eat it. So I like pork, beef, fish, turkey, chicken, snake. Yeah, most of it was like 16 unless the parents coming in with you. And that's just, just to make sure no one's getting hurt. I started training at home when I was 13. I train 5 to 6 days a week. Now that the weather is getting better. During the winter, I used to take 2 rest days, but right now I'm only taking 1 rest day, which will be tomorrow, unless I figure to do deadlifts off the deck. But at least 4, I like to get 5 as a normal, but sometimes I'll throw an extra one in there if I feel I have the energy for it. Now, sometimes you'll see me posting videos for 2 days in a row, and what it was, the videos are from a single day. I just didn't have time. We can get a few days in the low hundreds sometimes. Usually upper 90s are our hot days. Average temperature during the summer months are probably around 80 to 84. But there are times when we'll get upper 90s, low hundreds, which is really hot for us. Hey, I bleed blue just like everybody else does. So I've injured my shoulders twice. Neither time was I in the gym. But I did recover doing special exercises, and I still kept lifting. It took me about 1.5 years to recover off each injury, but I did. On the second one, the doctor wanted me to get surgery. I told her no. She said, well, you're going to have to stop lifting. I said, no. She said, well, you're going to have to stop lifting heavy. I said, no. And then 2 years later, I had my physical, and she was just amazed how great my shoulders were. And she asked me if I ever had the surgery. I said, no, I told you, I always heal. I don't believe on surgery unless it's absolutely necessary. So, and the only surgeries I had, you can barely see it anymore, is I had a chunk about that big taken out of me from a brown ruthless spider bite. So they cut it out of me, threw some rope in there and threw a bandage over it, and I went to the gym and worked out. Everybody goes, I don't think they let you in here like that. And I said, well, they don't know, do they? Yeah, and I just don't know anybody that said they had either shoulder or back injury go well. I know of one where the shoulder injury went well. That's just one.
Yep.
Yeah, it got me when I was in Missouri. All righty. Ready?
Yep.
Doing that flexibility stuff. That's one thing I really suck at.
Me too.
I always tell people I'm flexible. That's just the wife saying it. All right, 385. Let's give it a ride. Thank you. Not a double. Was it double, and a triple? Appreciate it. Man, it's supposed to get easier at some time. That's what they told me
Yeah, okay.
48 years ago. I'm beginning to think they lied to me. But I feel good when I get up in the morning.
That's good.
I feel better when I go to bed at night. I worked till 3:30 in the morning on Thursday. I didn't show up. Oh man. About 2:30, I'm like, holy shit. So he said, we'll get a Red Bull. I said, no, I gotta sleep after this.
Right.
So I wasn't gonna work out on Friday, but I ended up doing push-ups at home. But you can do those every day.
Right.
But I was tired.
Yeah.
So, the comments I get. These can't be 45s because they have holes in them.
Yeah.
The other time I had the black metal plates on the outside. So it wasn't 405 because they weren't the same color. I said, tell everybody you've never been in an old school gym. Just, oh, wait a minute, you just did.
Right. Okay.
We use revolver weights. I used those when I was in high school. That's what we had. I did put a few of them on a scale. They're 45.
Right.
Amazing.
Right. Weird how that works.
And I got a bunch of, the sound is not matching up with the movement of the weights. Okay. So I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but what is faster, sound or light? Oh, look at this light. I finally told him, I said, you know, I'm not using professional equipment here. I'm using my phone.
Right.
So that's why I'm putting the clamps on now. I usually don't use clamps.
Yeah.
And they rattle. And I got those comments from a few people. I'm going, seriously? I want to say, just tell everybody you work out at Planet Fitness, but
Right.
I have some followers who work out at Planet Fitness.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
And I believe any exercise is good exercise.
Yeah.
I don't want to discourage you.
Let's go through all that work just to
Yeah.
fake it.
Yeah, I know. I've got 1,500 videos on my YouTube. I'll be doing this weight at 12 different gyms.
All right.
You know, my bio shows I'm tied for 4th in the world. Of course, they don't look at that. I had a few apologize. I said, do you read a guy's bio before you comment? Because I do.
Right.
You know, I see some, I go to their bio.
Right.
Holy shit, he's #1 in the world. Cole Bennett is the man.
Right.
He is in the show class. He's a 600-pound venture.
Oh shit.
He
Jesus.
does 15 of these as a rep.
Wow.
It's fucking amazing. So he kind of, you should look me up. I said, I did. I said, holy crap, you're #1. So I said, where do you work out? He goes, oh, Springfield, Missouri. I said, I go to Missouri. He goes, well, so April, I'm going to work out with.
Nice.
That's good. I'll be sore as shit the next day, but that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't get the chance to work out with big guys that often.
All right.
When I worked out in Joliet, they had a gym there by the mall. It's called The Edge. I think it was 5-star. And I started going there as I ran the HH break there. For like 3 weeks, no one talked to me. That's odd for a gym. But so I went there on a Saturday. I got my jeans on. I got a long sleeve sweatshirt on. You know me. I don't mind wearing that stuff. I have it.
Yeah.
It's just I don't wear it that often. So I'm working on the bench, and there's 15 of them. These guys are mutants. 300 pounds plus. They're eating the weights.
Right.
So at 2 1/4, getting ready to rep it, and this Chad Green comes over. He's a strong man. He goes, well, you need a spot. I said, well, I will. I'm gonna have your sets. And he looked at me like, what a smart ass. So they're over there, and I wonder who they're talking about.
Right.
So I knocked it out. Did 12 as a warm up, 220, 275. I did, maybe 8. I'd throw 315 on. I'd do maybe 6. Usually at 365 back then. I'm one of the spotters. So 365, I call him over. He spots me. I go to 405. I go to 425. And I drop back down. So they come over and say, well, we work out on Saturdays, if you want to join us in that. So I'm texting the wife. I said, the mutants have accepted me into their clan. And they finally told me, after I worked out with them for a couple months, they said, yeah, and they walked in, they're different.
Right.
I think yours is harder. The diet plan is harder.
Right.
You're the bodybuilder, so powerlifter.
Right.
I eat what the hell I want.
Right.
Let's get to distance.